What's up, you guys? Nomicon here, bringing you my perspective as to what entertainment is bringing us. And today I'll be talking about Nightmare, the fifth studio album from heavy metal band Avenged Sevenfold. Released to the public on July 23rd, 2010, the album was a critical and commercial success, with critics saying it is a must have for an Avenged Sevenfold fan. And it was a fantastic tribute to Jimmy Sullivan, also known as the Rev, who passed away during the making of Nightmare. The album is certified platinum, meaning it has sold over 1 million copies in the US alone. So, like I said before, the Rev passed away during the making of the album. The cause of his death was drug overdose. When the band were making the album, the Rev already wrote the songs for Nightmare and had wrote drum arrangements for the album. Unfortunately, due to his sudden death, he couldn't do the drums for the album, but he at least participated in the vocals. The album was made in tribute of the Red. Let's go track by track on Nightmare, starting with the title track. Not gonna sugarcoat it. The song Nightmare is an Avenged Sevenfold classic. It has all the traits that we love from the band. The length of the song, the bombastic feel, the guitar solo done by Sinister Gates, the instrumentals, the production, the lyrics, and Shadow's vocals. Yeah, this song is Avenged Sevenfold to a T. So yeah, fantastic song. There's a reason why this is one of their most well-known songs. This song is a classic. Next song is called Welcome to the Family. God, uh, God damn. I haven't heard this song prior to listening to this album, so imagine my surprise as to how much it continues to be great as its own song. So this song reminds me of their City of Evil days, which is a good thing because that album is a masterpiece. It was released as the second single for Nightmare. It's another great song. Next song is called Danger Line. God, I love the way this song starts off with that drum sounding like some sort of military march, which makes sense given that this song is about the perspective of a soldier who was traumatized from a war he fought. It's similar to other songs from the band like MIA and Gunslinger, but Danger Line holds its own. It's another very good song from Nightmare. Next track is called Buried Alive, which was released as the promotional single for the album. The first half of the song is a rock ballad of sorts. The second half kicks the sound up a notch as it turns into a heavy metal track. And I thought it transitioned to it very smoothly. It's a very well made track. Next is Natural Born Killer. This album was produced by Mike Elizondo. He mainly works with hip hop artists as he was a protege to Dr. Dre. So Nightmare was the first metal project he participated in, and my god, he did a fantastic job. The production is excellent. So much so that he came back to work with Avenged Sevenfold again to work on Hail to the King. The next song is probably the most popular song of the album, So Far Away. This song was written and composed all by Sinister Gates. He wrote this song originally as a tribute to his grandfather. However, now this song is primarily used as a tribute to his former bandmate Jimmy Sullivan, who died from drug overdose during the making of this album. This song is beautiful. The production, the composition, the guitar solo, M Shadows' vocals, the lyrics, just the vibe of this song is so sad yet so soothing at the same time. The music video for this song is fantastic as well. It shows the younger days of the band going from a garage band making music at their home to signing a record deal to a major label once they got noticed. I cannot think of a better tribute to the Rev other than what Avenged Sevenfold did. Absolutely fantastic song. There is a reason why this is their most popular song, even if it doesn't do the best job at showing who the band actually are, as they're not known to make ballads, but I still love this song. Next song is God Hates Us. This song is awesome. Like, Holy shit, this song is badass. This song goes back to Avenged Sevenfold's metalcore roots. And my god, again, this song is badass. This song is sort of a follow-up to So Far Away, to where that song was a ballad. God Hates Us is brutal. A heavy metal track with screaming vocals. So Far Away is basically how the band feels about the about the Rev after they've calmed down like months later. God Hates Us is basically how the band reacted when they first heard of the news that the Rev was dead. The title explains itself. The band feels that God hates them because he, he took their friend. It's a total nightmare for them. It's an awesome song. A top three song in Nightmare. Like, oh my god, it's absolutely incredible. The next song is called Victim. So it's still so so lyrically speaking, the song deals with the death of the Rev from an overdose of prescriptive drugs and alcohol, whether it was deliberate or was an accident. This is another this song this is another ballad from uh for this album, but I this song is this song is beautiful, honestly. Like uh it's still like it goes more of a more somber tone, even though it still goes on its heavy metal roots. But I feel but this song is beautiful. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. And the way it ends with M Shadow saying I'm missing you four times. Oof, it hits me in the feels. And the next song is called Tonight the World Dies. So this is another ballad, and I'm being honest with you, it's fine, but it's probably my least favorite song on the album. It honestly didn't do much for me personally. Like, don't get me wrong, the song is not bad. It's not. It's decent, but I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. The next song is called Fiction. So this song is a duet between the Rev and M Shadows. This song is where the Rev was in fully participated in. There, this song is the Iris. So according to M Shadows, the Iris here's a quote from M Shadows. The eeriest thing about this song on the album called Fiction, a nickname which apparently the Rev gave himself, which apparently the song started out as a song title called Death. And according to what M Shadow said, it was the last song the Rev wrote for the album. And when he handed it into the band, M Shadow said, M Shadow said that the Rev said, that's it. That's the last song. That's the last song for the record. And then 3 days later, he died. This song is not a heavy metal track. It goes for like a haunted feel. It goes for like it's a piano driven song, and it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite songs on the album, honestly. The way M Shadows and Jimmy and the Rev overlap with their singing is fantastic. It's so good. It's one of my favorite songs in the album. And the last song is called Save Me. This is by far the longest song of the album. It goes for almost 11 minutes. But and now that might be crazy for some of you, as now some of you might be saying that has to be Avenged Sevenfold's longest song. Nope. That honor goes to Exist from the Stage. That song goes for over 15 minutes. Uh, and and if you remember what I said a few minutes later, the Rev, while he did make drum arrangements, he did not do the actual drummings. The actual drums were done by Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater. At, and that must have been a huge honor for Avenged Sevenfold because from what I understand, Dream Theater was a massive influence to Avenged Sevenfold. So getting Mike Portnoy to participate in the making of Nightmare, that must have been that must be a huge honor, honestly. Overall, of Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold is fantastic. Like, it's not a masterpiece since I wouldn't go as far as to say it's a masterpiece because, like I said before, I didn't care for Tonight the World Dies all that much. Not a bad again, not a bad song, but I would be fine if I didn't hear it. I would be okay if it never existed, honestly. But still, still, Nightmare is great. It's truly a fantastic album. There's so many fantastic songs in the album, like the title track Nightmare, God Hates Us, The Victim, Fiction, So Far Away. Like, oh my god, there are so many fantastic songs from there's this album has some of the best songs written by some of the best songs by Avenged Sevenfold themselves. This album for me gets a 4.5 out of 5. Like, honestly. Like, if I were to rank Avenged Sevenfold albums, like, I would I would put it I haven't heard all of Avenged Sevenfold albums thoroughly. I'm gonna go listen to the albums after Nightmare, but if I were to rank the other Avenged Sevenfold albums plus Nightmare, here's what I would do from worst to best. It would be so from the worst, it would be Sounding the Seventh Trumpet, and after that, it will be and then it will be Nightmare, and then after that, it will be Waking the Fallen. After that, it will be City of Evil, and then the top list will be the self-titled. Now, it's not. There's not to say that. Now, it's not to say that I wouldn't. Now, it's not to say that Nightmare is a bad album because it's not. It's fantastic, but there is a big gap between Sounding the Seventh Trumpet and Nightmare. Like that, their debut is like the only is like the is like uh is like their only album of theirs I would call bad because that album the production is rough. All the songs sound the same to me except for the ballad Warmness of the Heart, which I feel is one of I feel is which is a great song, honestly. But yeah, if you're an Avenged Sevenfold fan and have not checked Nightmare out, please do yourself a favor and go check this out. You will not be disappointed. And if you are someone that wants to get into Avenged Sevenfold, I would yeah, I would probably give this one a listen. And if you are someone that wants to get into heavy metal, not familiar with it, I would definitely give this one a listen. The Avenged Sevenfold's Nightmare gets a 4.5 out of 5. And for those that have heard Avenged Sevenfold's Nightmare, did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you want to, make sure you also follow my letterbox, the backlog, and you can also join my Discord server down in the description down below. And you can also follow my Instagram account down in the description down below. If you want to listen to the album, I'll also put the link to it down in the description down below as well. With that out of the way, this is Namakan. I'll see you next time.